Welcome on Discover Globe Virtually channel. Join me as I try to explore the countries where Americans are actually banned from traveling. Can I find a way in? When we think of international travel, we often assume that as Americans we have the freedom to explore any country we want, whenever we want. But the reality is that there are several countries that have banned American travelers due to various reasons. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at these countries, understand the reasons behind these bans, and what it means for American travelers. The central issue of travel restrictions faced by Americans is rooted in political tensions and safety concerns. Political disagreements, territorial disputes, and conflicts can lead to travel bans being imposed on American citizens. For instance, some countries may view the U.S. as a threat to their sovereignty, or may be retaliating against American foreign policy. Additionally, safety concerns like terrorism, high crime rates, or disease outbreaks can also lead to travel advisories being issued by the U.S. Department of State. These advisories can range from exercise increased caution to do not travel, effectively banning American tourists from visiting these countries. Another factor contributing to travel restrictions is the economic embargo or sanctions imposed by the U.S. on certain countries. These sanctions can be in response to human rights violations, nuclear proliferation, or other political issues. In some cases, the U.S. government may prohibit its citizens from engaging in financial transactions or conducting business with these countries, making it difficult or even illegal for Americans to travel there. Some countries may also ban American travelers due to concerns about espionage, cyber attacks, or intellectual property theft. In today's digital age, the risk of data breaches and espionage is higher than ever, and certain countries may view American travelers as a potential security risk. Furthermore, concerns about cultural or environmental exploitation can also lead to travel restrictions. For example, some countries may be worried about American tourists disrespecting local customs or contributing to the degradation of their natural resources. Historical context also plays a significant role in understanding travel bans. Countries like Cuba, Iran, and North Korea have had complex relationships with the U.S. in the past, leading to ongoing travel restrictions. These restrictions can be in place for decades, making it challenging for Americans to visit these countries. Let's explore some specific countries that have imposed travel bans on Americans. One such country is North Korea, where the U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 travel advisory, warning Americans not to travel due to the risk of arrest, detention, and even death. The tensions between the two countries are well documented, and the ban reflects the precarious nature of their relationship. Another country with significant travel restrictions is Yemen, which has been embroiled in a civil war for several years. The ongoing conflict has led to a high risk of terrorism, kidnapping, and armed conflict, making it extremely dangerous for American travelers. The U.S. government has advised its citizens to leave Yemen immediately, and those who choose to stay face severe consequences. Cuba, on the other hand, has a more nuanced relationship with the U.S. Although there are no longer any specific travel restrictions in place, American travelers still face certain limitations. For instance, they cannot engage in direct financial transactions with the Cuban government and are required to adhere to specific guidelines for authorized travel. The most surprising or significant ban is arguably the one imposed by Syria. In 2011, the U.S. Department of State issued a travel warning, advising Americans not to travel to Syria due to the ongoing civil war and terrorist activity. This ban has had a significant impact on American travelers, particularly journalists, aid workers, and researchers who rely on access to Syria for their work. One of the most interesting aspects of the Syria ban is the fact that it has led to a rise in dark tourism. Some American travelers have attempted to find ways to circumvent the ban, often putting themselves at risk of kidnapping, detention, or even death. This trend highlights the importance of respecting travel advisories and appreciating the gravity of the situations in these countries. Understanding travel bans on Americans is crucial for safe and responsible travel. These restrictions are often in place for valid reasons. And it's essential to respect the sovereignty of other nations. By staying informed about travel advisories and exercising caution, American travelers can minimize risks and ensure a peaceful journey. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts on travel restrictions in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more travel tips or learning about global politics, be sure to check out our next video.